Hi everybody, Breaking Ebeez here and welcome to today's video. This video has been requested by quite a few of you and it's going to be a simple Gimp tutorial on Linux Mint of how to make thumbnails for your videos / live streams. Now, bear in mind I am not a graphic designer. I have got 0% artistic ability. I just kind of use what's there on the internet. Okay, so I'm going to make a thumbnail for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'll try and take you through what I do step by step. So the first thing is get yourself a thumbnail that you really like. So go out onto the internet, select any thumbnail. It really doesn't matter for the purposes of this tutorial. The only thing it does matter is that it does need to be a minimum size of 1280 by 720. That one's not available, so you need to choose one that's 1280 by 720 or bigger. That's fine, that'll do. So we'll save that one and we'll save it to the desktop for easy access. Okay, once you've got your thumbnail, then you need to open it in Gimp. And if I go too fast or do anything that you don't understand, then please post underneath the video and I'll try and correct it. Once your thumbnail's open, left click on Image and go to Scale Image. Change the size to the standard 1280 by 720. If 720 doesn't appear there automatically, then left click this little chain link here and it will allow you to type in the resolution sizes that you want. Okay, once that's done, overwrite the original file, save it away. Close that image down and now load up your resized image by going to File, Open Recent and click on your last closed image. There you go. So it'll tell you up here that it's 1280 by 720. The next thing I always do is put a border around it to define it. You don't have to do this, it's your choice. To put a border around it, left click on this little icon at the bottom, create a new layer and add it to the image. So left click on that and it opens the create a new layer box. Left click OK. Press and hold down the left control key and press the A for alpha key and it will change from a gold border to a black and white border. Select your colour. I'm going to choose black, but you can left click on that and choose any colour that your heart desires, but I'm going to leave it on black. Right click on any part of the image, go to edit, go to stroke selection and left click. Then in this box here, change this value to how thick you want the border. The bigger the number, the thicker the border. I'm going to go 35. Left click on stroke. And it's now put a nice black border around it which just closes the image off and gives you a nice canvas on with which to work. Okay, so the next thing we need is a Star Wars The Old Republic logo. So in order to get one of those, open your web browser and no matter what you're looking for, so I'm looking for SWOTA logo, always add a .png after it, because a .png file by and large will always have a transparent background, which is what you want. And I always choose any of the ping sites. So here's ping key. Okay, make sure you go to the website and download the ping from the website. Okay, if you don't, then what can happen is it will download a JPEG, not a ping, without a transparent background, and you'll get awfully pissed off and frustrated. Okay, so that's downloaded it to the desktop. So let's go File, Open as Layers, navigate to your desktop, and here's our transparent ping. Left click Open. Now these are rarely, or they rarely come down the size that you want. So now to change the size, go to click on Layer and Scale Layer. Right? Change this to the size that you want it. I'm going to change it to 450 as a starting point. You can always change the size as many times as you want. And I'm going to put it that side, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm live streaming or making videos on YouTube is add a YouTube icon. Now I've already downloaded this many times, so I'm not going to re-download it again. There's just no need to do that. But as I say, if you go out on the internet and find all the logos that you want for your thumbnail, always make sure you type in what you're looking for, space logo dot png ping, and up it will come. And I can't remember where I've saved this one. This is why you're better off to just do one thumbnail at a time and save it all to the desktop. I'm sure I've shot past it for some reason. Hang on. Bear with me a second. I'm sure it was around the top somewhere. No. Where the hell is the YouTube logo? For the love of skullduggery. It's usually right up the top. There it is. And I couldn't see it for looking. Okay, sorry about that. My bad. This is what happens when you're a bit of a dipshit like I am. Go to Layer and go to Scale Layer. And I'm going to make this one slightly smaller than the SWOTA logo. So I'm going to select 350. And then just place it wherever you want it. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, because I'm using Linux Mint, is put a dark Linux Mint logo on there. So if I just scroll down, I'll probably shot by that as well. No, I haven't. There it is. Can't see it for looking. This is what happens when you have too much shit on your computer. Okay, so here's our Linux Mint logo. I'm going to go Layer and Scale Layer because I want it to be what size I want. And I'm going to select 350 as my layer size. There we go. Now, wait till it changes to a cross with 4 arrows on. Left click and drag it to where you want it. So I'm going to put it under there as it disappears down the bottom. And let it go. There you go. Last but not least, I want to create a bit of my own text. So, open a web browser and navigate to this site. I use this all the while. And it's called flamingtext.com. And it's a terrific website. So, let's click on this one. I mean, there's gazillions of image designs on there. I'm going to make it as big as I possibly can. Okay, so now I'm going to create the logo. I want to create an EB logo. Okay, so, but I don't really want that typeface. So if I left click on Impact and go to Search and select Cheese, I can select Bit Cheese. You can select any font that you want, and there's gazillions of them. Okay, the next thing I want to do is click on the second tab along called Logo, change it from Gradient Fill to Colour Fill, left click on the colour and I want to select something golden, something slightly off yellow but not orange. There we go. The next thing I want to do is put a border around the text. So I'm going to drag this slider here to 3, and you'll see it puts a white border. I'm going to change the border from white to black. Perfect. The only thing is, I don't want that filled in, I want it transparent. So if I go to background, left click transparent, perfect. Now it's exactly as I want it. Click next and click download. Again, if you want to save it to somewhere that's easy for you to find, save it to your desktop, move it to another folder later on. Okay, so flamingtext.com is your absolute best friend for creating titles and headers. Okay, if we now go File, open as layers, and I'll change this to modified because it will show me the latest modified file. And there's my image. Open the EB, go to Layer, Scale Layer, select the size that you want. Well, I want this one about 100. There we go, beautiful. Wait till it changes to a cross with 4 arrowheads on. Left click and hold and drag it to where you want it. And you can keep on going like this until you've built the thumbnail that you want to build. Okay, so that's the way that I, as a noob, just using the tools that's available to me out of the box really on Linux Mint, create really nice looking thumbnails. Now I could do further tutorials showing you how to do rainbow borders, blending, superimposing, creating fresh layers, masks, all sorts of cool stuff. But A, this video would be a week-long course, and B, you'd probably forget most of it. I've just hopefully given you all the skills that you need to create simple, ineffective thumbnails for your videos, your live streams, or whatever. Once you're done with that, save it away, close your Gimp down, and then you can right click, left click open with image viewer, and there's your created thumbnail ready to upload. The positioning, the lining up of everything, I'm not going to show you how to do it technically, because I think to do it manually freehand yourself is good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, and it should allow you all to create really nice looking effective thumbnails. I'm not going to use the word professional because they're not professional, and I hate personally with a vengeance thumbnails that have got pictures of yourself on there, purely because YouTube says it's going to improve your algorithm and therefore get you more views and more subscribers. Bullshit. Just create whatever you want to create. It's your material. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I've explained that you didn't understand or I went too fast, please feel free to post underneath the video. If you have any further requests of how to do stuff using my beloved Linux Mint, again, please post underneath the videos. Much love to each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.